All right. So now that I'm back in my room and I had a wonderful, life-changing night thanks to my closest friend and Jennifer Hudson. We did a movie called Black Nativity together. She has been nothing but a gift and an amazing friend. And she just so happened to be one of the favorite people of President Obama and our First Lady, Mrs. Michelle Obama. I want y'all to know a few things. Stay with me, and if you've never watched any one of my videos, I want you to stay with me for this one video. I have a real update that I'm going to give you, and I hope and I pray that this message reach President Obama. If y'all follow him on Facebook or got any access to him through his cell, email, anything, cut and paste the link and get this message to President Obama. Tonight, we met. I smiled. I was happy. It was a dream and a goal of mine to meet one of my heroes, and President Obama. The whole world may be basing their love on President Obama from public approval ratings and all of the political things that I don't get involved in. All of a couple of years ago, I just found out what the difference between a Republican and a Democrat is. I am not the political dude. I am a man that focused on common sense and common sense issues. Stay with me. This is going somewhere. Jennifer Hudson, can't say it enough. I love you. My life has changed forever. Went into the White House. We went through all of the proper security procedures to get in there. And a lot of us in the country are so angry and so mad and so disappointed. And the president, the policies, the Democrats versus the Republicans, all of these political things. But I'm not concerned about black, white. I'm concerned about the human race. And so when all the jokes is done being cracked and all the smoozing and socializing, I went to the White House with one mission and one mission only: to meet our president and the First Lady officially, because I have a great deal of respect for what he has done for our country. Even though everyone wants to focus on every little issue, if you would have signed up for a presidency as a regular man and had to sign up with the state, the United States of America being in the state that it was in, you would have literally been waking up every single day trying your best. Now, you don't have to like me, and guess what? The beautiful thing about freedom of speech is you don't have to agree. If you're just a negative person, you're just going to rip everything I say apart and rip our president and first lady apart. But I'm here to tell you, I don't really know of anybody else that could have jumped in this position and done a better job with the amount of negativity that he walked into. It was already a shit house before he walked into the house. And then he did whatever he had to do to clean it up. And that took a big-ass broom with a bunch of political fights and issues and conflicts every step of the way. So let me state my position. I cannot share every single view that the entire world shares, because we all have opinions. And guess what? Anything you say, I will not take it personal. This is not the recording artist talking. This is not the actor from any of my movies talking. This is a human being with a heart. And this is what I'm saying. You don't go into the White House to meet our First Lady and the President angry, mad, with hostility and animosity. You go in there to put your presence and your energy on their radar, and you follow up in the best way that you can. Okay? Smart people that know how to get things done, y'all can relate to what I'm talking about. All of the rebels and people that just want to be angry, and go in and start screaming and yelling and doing something crazy to make a scene, you don't really get too much of anything done. But you march, you peaceful protest, you march, you speak your mind, you speak your heart, you state your facts, and you make sure that you do any means necessary. It doesn't matter if you're a public figure or not, to have your position and your feelings felt so that we can affect change. We actually had a conversation. And in my mind, I prayed that I wouldn't just meet the president and then get shunned to the side and then it'd be over. Me and Jennifer Hudson walked into the room. There was a big, beautiful Christmas tree there. And me and President Obama had what felt like at least a 45 to a minute conversation, which is a lot of time when the entire White House is full over the Kennedy honors. And he said to me, "Good to meet you, Tyrese." I said, "Man, I'm honored, man. You're my hero. I'm so inspired by everything you stand for, and I just pray that you continue to do your best." Then he said, "I want you to be involved in something that he initiated called My Brother's Keeper." And so my response was, I've actually been on a few conference calls, and I'm already involved. I don't necessarily know what my role is yet, but I'm here to use my influence to do and help in whatever way I can. I can't save the world. I'm not Jesus Christ. But I'm here to do whatever I can. Just like everyone that's looking at this video can do everything you can to make a difference. We can all complain and talk shit with our thumbs and our fingers. We can all do videos and voice our opinions about change and trying to affect change from our opinion. But it's another thing to strap up your boots, write your letters, vote. A lot of y'all are talking but ain't showing up to the voting polls. To put your opinion on paper and get your votes in so that your votes can count. So that was the moment. That's why I came here. Photo ops and all the above. I mean, yes, my daughter's going to be proud that I met the First Lady and our president, but I came here with a mission in mind. And I made a commitment to be a part of My Brother's Keeper, even though, again, I don't know what my role is. I want to take my influence, this God-given stage. I was born at Martin Luther King Hospital in Watts, in South Central LA, in '78. And whether you think it's a reach or not, I think being born in that hospital, that specific hospital, which there's plenty of them in the country, I'm aware. But I think for me, I wasn't just another person that was born. And Dr. King is a fellow Capricorn, you know what I'm saying? But I'm here. And I'm asking God to use me up. And I'm asking everyone that's looking at this video to recognize the power in a voice and action. Find out if there's marches, peaceful marches going on. Get your signs ready. The world is taking pictures and getting videos of everybody that stands up for human rights. We don't call the police to be killed. We call the police to protect us from people that want to do harm to us and our families. And there is a way, at some point, that some moves can be made to restore our faith in the system that's in place. So this is what I'm asking of President Obama. Here's my request. And I hope that the fans can type this out. And I also want you to add your thoughts to this, because I don't want to work against anybody. I don't want anybody to attack me because of my opinions. Just relax. I want you to help me. Help me as I'm on a mission to try and impact lives in any way I can. Help me. I believe that the president and My Brother's Keepers should send out a request to all of the chief of police in all of these areas that have a high crime and murder rate and prison rate, because I'm done with seeing our black men in prison. When the police brutality and the excessive force is happening, it's a direct reflection of bad leadership. Every police station has a captain. And when all of the captains get in the presence of My Brother's Keepers and President Obama to have some real dialogue and real conversation about the drama, the dysfunction, the crime, the murder, and the killing of innocent people that are happening in our communities. It won't be corrected overnight, But if we don't have dialogue and a conversation, a real conversation about what can be done, that, in my opinion, will be the first steps in the direction of change. I know there's a lot of mothers and fathers that are crying because I feel your pain. That's why I'm going to do whatever I can to not take any of my access for granted, to try and get on the inside, to have some uncomfortable conversations to try and make a difference. But I'm not in this by myself. This is not about the black race. It's about the human race. And I think every white, black, Latino, Asian, Arab, Jewish, every Latino there is, Indian, Native American, you name it, all of us, the human race, all of us can state our position and try and make a difference in our world. Guess what, y'all? I'm not perfect. I don't have all the answers. But guess what? I'm probably not going to be a person that lived and died and be known for how much money I made. So while I'm here, I want to use my God-given stage and influence to try and make a difference. So here's my request and my message to President Obama. All of the chief of police that are in these cities, all you got to do is look at the top 15 highest murder rate, crime, including Chicago, your backyard, President Obama. Our teenagers are dying every single day. And that's your backyard. We know what's going on. We got to have a conversation about it. This is my message to the world. Help me. I hope this message reaches our president and our first lady and the person and people that he appointed as the head of my brother's keepers. I'm ready to do my part. And everyone that's been on those conference calls, we got to keep them going and we got to follow up. We cannot get caught up in the comforts and the luxuries of our lives. If we live in a community that's safe in our particular area, that's God bless you. Not everybody is safe and not everybody feels safe. I got a 7-year-old daughter, and the things that we can do right now, the conversations and the uncomfortable dialogue that can take place right now could make a difference in our future generation and our immediate generation. President Obama's got another 2 years in office, and I believe some huge and significant moves on behalf of the safety of our communities in the inner city can be made. And I believe that one day, we're going to be able to restore the faith between the people living in the inner city and the police department. Because not every officer is a bad officer. But when you kill our innocent people, we have a habit of clumping everybody together. We see you in that uniform, we automatically have a problem with you. And that's a natural instinct. Because one bad person abusing their power and using excessive force to kill, harm, shoot, and be dysfunctional towards our people, we're going to have a problem with all of you. But there is a way to create peace amongst the inner city and the police officers. There is a way. No one likes you to abuse your power. No one likes you to murder innocent people and then get away with murder. There's something we can do. Share this video and tag everybody who needs to see this video. And I will not delete this video because I live by what I stand for. I'm out.